That's my favorite intro.
Tramps like us, maybe we were bound to run.
That was one of my first concerts as a kid.
Oh, really?
Bruce.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to
With my dad.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. It's
What?
crazy the people that I love the like I've been telling you about that friend of mine. And their parents were big on Bruce, but
Yeah.
Also were MAGA. So how do you reconcile the I don't know how people square the circle.
I don't know.
They love Born in the USA, but they don't understand the
lyrics.
They want to it's kind of like
it's the same as like that This Land Is Our Land song. They sing it like as the patriotic, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, there's like that whole part in the middle where it's kind of just like I forgot who I was talking to. Oh, I think it's gonna be somebody on it's gonna be a future guest. But I don't want to ruin it because it's like a really good. It's gonna be a good conversation. And
heck yeah,
we were talking just about how like brainwashing is real and but not in the exciting way of the CIA, the way they used to pay for people.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of disappointing to see that. Yo, what's up, Sprout?
It is pretty disappointing. Hey, oh, I like that name.
Sprout's our mod on YouTube. They're
oh yay.
I think their parents are MAGA too, which is really tough.
So, it is.
But
sorry, my allergies are on one today.
No, they're good. They'll escape one day. Oh wait, hang on a second. I got an echo. Let me put on my
an echo
under my. Can you okay, can you hear me? Good.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Oh yeah, okay, good. There's no echo.
When I use mine, they just don't even work. I'm so over it. But thankfully that redoing the app now works perfect.
Good. So Claire, can you just introduce chicken nuggies?
Oh, I want chicken nuggets.
Oh, chicken nuggies is awesome. They're both Sprout chicken nuggies. They're Valentals that hop on the stream. That's Chris Valenti's
I love that.
And we always tell anybody who's supporting Chris to support Chris first. The only reason that we know them is because Chris was kind enough to introduce us, but
I love that, right? That's how Megan is for me.
Yeah, Megan's the best. She's Mag's on a side quest. We're gonna start doing side quests now. Me and Mag are kind of doing we're in our side quest era. I hate the fact that I just said I'm in an era, but Mag's doing a lot of interesting, important work right now.
She is.
Just like you are.
She is.
So as long as you're cool with it, I don't really like having agendas for conversations because the whole point of this show, party people, is that it's like a house party where you go into the garage and you meet a bunch of people and they're all feeling their best.
My fave.
Yeah.
I'm just too ADHD for guy. If I have to have one, I will, but
yeah,
and way more natural just.
Yeah, I don't like having an agenda. And a lot of times people are the algorithm wants us to niche max. That's what
I feel like that's how it is, especially these days.
So I like to make the algorithm. I like to put it on its back foot.
Right.
I like to mix it up. It doesn't really know where to put me. I want to create my own niche. It's called the Party
As you should.
So Claire, can you tell our audience what you do and why you do it, and just because I know you've said it a million times.
Yes.
Claire is a party crasher. She's a contributor.
I love it.
She is.
I love it. It's the best being a party crasher. Besides being a party crasher, I'm a mom. That takes up a lot of my time, and then I do forensic psych and analyzing. So Right now, I'm doing quite a few cases. The last year has been just a lot of ICE and then overseas Palestine stuff. Um, but yeah, I like to stay up way too late and watch trials.
Mm.
Weirdly. But it's fun. I compare the evidence presented versus the facts of the forensics. So it's just a lot of fun. I stay learning every day. There's truly something new with forensics all the time.
That's yeah. So what does the word forensics mean? I've always wanted to know this. I feel like
Like this, I would say like this the science of like what happened and like
oh,
how it got there. I mean,
let's see what the definition is. I think that
I think the literal definition
I'm
would
Greek, so
be
it
I took
it
my mom made me take Latin for the SATs and I still don't remember
I
half the stuff.
I cannot stand the fact that AI summaries come up. I gotta fucking
Yeah,
turn
so
this
the
off.
application of scientific methods to solve a problem. Yeah, so the science there's so much that could lay in forensics because
Relating to
when
use of
you
science, yeah.
it's there's psych forensics, there's science, there's online, there's journal, there's just so many fields of forensics now that it's truly a world that's endless.
Fucking CSI ruined everything. Seriously, I think that CSI gave like permission to too many like mediocre minds to think that they were
As a
qualified to
kid.
do. That's fine.
Yeah.
I hate clankers. R.I.P. Tim Curry and Dolly P.
No, really though. Yesterday was rough.
I
Also, I found out because my mom just hit me up and was like, "Did you know Dolly Parton died?" I was like, "What? No?"
Yeah, no, it's like well we're both Sprout, thank you for letting the Valentils know. But make sure you're not we don't want to take anybody from we don't want to pickpocket our friend Chris. Oh, look at
Yeah.
this, Professor Oak. Uh yeah, no, yesterday was shit. Comes from the Latin word forensis, which means a forum or public place of assembly because legal cases were debated in an open forum. No,
Yeah.
Sprout, thank you for spreading the word.
Thank
I'm
you.
only
Yeah.
kidding. We're still growing. We're a budding channel, and Chris has been very generous with his time and supporting us because, like us, Chris believes that it's important, and Claire, you believe it too. We all believe the people in our group. What's up, effed up nation? How we doing in GI?
These names get better every time.
Dude,
I
Eft is
love
no, Eft is awesome. Eft is from
it. Sounds
Gary,
awesome.
originally from Gary, Indiana, and we were talking
Oh
about the.
no.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about we did an emergency broadcast on Sunday night to bring
Mm,
attention to the fact that Gary, Indiana, was still without power, and Eft was like our he was like our kind of technical consultant. He was like helping us understand
that's so
VIPSCO,
nice.
which is the shitty fucking utility company.
Mm.
Uh, E Money Hendo's in the house.
It's like Duke Power here. They're a
Uh,
monopoly.
Yep. We got ComEd, Commonwealth Edison working for you. What's up? Welcome, Valentals. Thank you so much for being here. We're just going over the word forensics and Professor Oak actually coming in hot with the former place of
I knew
public
it had to be
assembly.
Latin.
It always has to be Latin. I
True.
like also I also had to do. I didn't have to take Latin. I went to prep school for 6 months and then I hated it, and so I left. Like it was a
I went to a
private school.
private school too.
I dropped out and then I went to public high school. That's where I learned Spanish. Uh, yeah, Sprout.
It's
I
the
hope
way
you're
to
doing
do
good.
it.
Yeah, no. So then I went to public school and I love this community. Everybody's always asking
Me
each other how they're
too.
doing. And Claire, we have to do community updates for the first like 15 minutes because I think it's important our guests know what's going on with the people that are watching.
What
Is
even is going on?
well Manuel, who's one of our community members, we actually lit our Meg candle for him. Well, it's kind of a sorry
Oh,
Patrick Stewart blessings candle, because he had a job interview the next day, and then he came the next day and told us that he got the job and started.
Yeah.
So Manuel, we built. He's going to be a machinist operator,
That's
and
awesome.
I had to Google what that was because I wasted my money and went to college where they didn't teach me anything useful. Uh,
Yeah,
I made a drawing. Did you go
I
to
went to
college?
I did, but then ended up back at community college.
Yeah, wouldn't you say it's a waste?
Yes, I gone. I wish I would have done. Yeah, I often say I wish I would have done community college or trade school. I would
Yeah,
have made way more much money.
that's what we were all talking about. That's what we were all talking about. Sprout's a drawer, an artist.
That's
So
awesome.
we were telling Sprout that you can just do art. No one's stopping you.
Art's amazing.
It's good. So what is the trial of the century this week? I feel
Right
like.
now, Lindsay Clancy.
So can you wait? Yeah. Okay. So can we just let's zoom out a second before we get to Lindsay Clancy because this is a complicated case, and I
It
definitely want to
is.
talk
It's
about it because I
awful.
know because the greatest thing about my new job, which is this, where I don't make any money, I'm so bad at it. Which uh, the
Okay, one day.
maybe inshallah, we're gonna turn the inshallah to a
Truly.
mashallah. Um,
Yes, we are.
yeah. The coolest thing is that it's actually better if I know less because then
Yes.
smart people explain it to me. Did the people who invented college go to college to get that knowledge? Ooh, effed up nation.
That's a
Oh,
really good question.
that's a
Sorry, my
good
blinds are
question.
driving me nuts.
No, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. And if your allergies are bothering you, you
No,
gotta
I'm
step.
good.
Okay,
Right now I'm okay. I tried
you're
to put in
great.
eye drops, but the eye drops make my eyes just burn even more. I don't like
What?
them.
I think eye drops are a scam. I used to use them when I smoked weed in high school, and then I
I used to too.
I don't think they helped though. I don't think
I
they
swear
help.
they made mine more red when I would get home.
Yeah, same here. Remember Roto? That was like the one everybody
Yes,
swore
burn
by.
your eye.
Eyes, and you'd be like, "They're not gonna tell, man." And then I'd walk in, my mom's like, "Are you stoned?" She wouldn't actually say it like that though. She would like shake
Same.
me. My mom was like the worst parent to return home high to.
Oh,
She was like,
same.
"Oh yeah, your mom was probably like
My mom
hardcore."
always knew.
Oh, Visine is the one you need. Come on, Joshua. We know ball. We had we.
True. Wait, my dad uses that one.
Oh really? Uh,
I probably should try it.
yeah, learning is amazing. Effed. So okay, so there's the thing I have a question about, which I've always wanted to ask somebody like you, who is basically involved in forensics, which we know is is okay. What is the actual, in your opinion? What do you think? As somebody who is a fan of trials in court, like what would you say is the trial of the century for you? Um, what would
Oh,
you say
of
all
the
time?
century?
And I just want to qualify this by saying that like we're not
Hmm.
celebrating crime here. We're here to just
No. Mm-mm.
this.
But I think it's really good for people to be educated and see what some of the driving factors are behind some of these people and or what causes the doing of the crime itself. It's a lot. I mean, there's also a lot of people who are accused of wrong we have wrongful convictions are at a all-time high right now. I mean, it's really hard. So that's why I'm very big on forensics because there can be hearsay all day, but the fact of the forensic is the fact. And I think it's very important for people to fight for it.
Do you think that? What do you think the most like? What do you think the most depressing version of injustice has been in recent history in terms of like somebody who's been wrongfully convicted for?
Right now, I'm actually doing a case of a man, Richard Berger. He's up in New Jersey, and of course, I'm just gonna forget where. It's the same place as Karen Reed. It starts with a C, Camden, New Jersey, and he's been sitting 18 years now, almost, of an accused gunshot homicide. But it's if you look into the case, it's basically a CI gave a guy a name someone used it so that someone else wouldn't flip, which is something you see quite often, but this one went way too dirty. There's several people involved. The attorney general has even seen it as a wrongful conviction, as to the point where they were signed to redraft a trial and bring it forward again. But the prosecutor and the attorney general on the case are just horrible, and they keep pushing it out, pushing it out, pushing it out. This guy's already sat such a long sentence that he's since day one has said he's never done this. And there's no proof except a guy who was a criminal informant saying, hey, he did this. And it's just frustrating because often these people who are framed are Black people, colored people, people who don't have means or access or family support. It's people taking advantage of people and how much money they can make.
It's pretty bogus, especially when you oh gosh, yeah, this guy's been in jail for 18 years for and it was a jailhouse snitch. Uh
It's
my
been so me and Melissa and another friend Chetney up, we've been working on this case for a while, and hopefully come September we'll hear something. But he there's nothing, even if he had done it at this point, the way they did the trial, there was like he should not have been convicted. It should have been at least a mistrial.
um wait, E Money Hendo, you have Titus what?
Well, okay, Clark.
He's a party crasher. We have to get that tea.
Yeah, what
Hi,
did
E
you
Money.
do?
Yeah, okay. We might have to do
But
an
good.
emergency.
If you're happy, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, good job, E Money. Don't take shit from anybody. Chicken nuggies.
But yeah, profit. I mean, the private profit prison. It's a whole scam.
It's why what's the amount of people that plead out cases? Like, it's not even wrongful convictions anymore. It's just like
Mm-mm.
90% of what is it? What's the statistic? Like, most people plead things out because the cops and
When you like agree to sit, but you're not pleading guilty, or what do you like?
yeah,
Just
yeah. It's
taking a
like you're
plea deal?
yeah, you just like take a plea deal
Oh
because you
yeah,
realize you're you know, if you have a public defender, they're like, my
yeah.
caseload is horrible. I'm not gonna.
It's very rare that we see trials go full throttle these days. Most of the time, you're going to see someone get a plea deal, which just shows the people who know people and what they can do and pull what strings. And there are some cases where, yes, I think a trial should not happen because whatever has happened, and the person is paying the price, and there's no further justice that can take, you know, place, and people shouldn't be exposed to what happened again. So I think in those cases, there are very certain cases where it is too touchy, and the victim should have the say in if they want to push forward or let them take a plea deal. There's also so many times there where prosecutors and attorneys and like attorney generals go behind the victim's back and just make a really shady plea deal.
Yeah, they do it, and
So,
they do it because they're like it's like political because they have to get
uh-huh.
elected. So they're like, oh well, I don't want to try this case because we might lose. So
Yeah.
yeah, I really have very little. I think the criminal justice system leaves a lot to be desired, for to put it lightly.
It's
It's
it's a
pretty
wild
unfair.
one right now.
So do you think that? So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Because I haven't heard. I don't know anything about the Lindsay Clancy case except that
It's
I
rough.
I don't know anything, to be
I don't
honest with
blame
you.
you. If I wasn't, I've been watching this since day one, since it happened several years ago. And had it not been for that, I probably wouldn't be watching the trial because not only is it hard watching it as a mother, but it's just a lot. It's very, very fragile. And I really think the prosecution is in the wrong for pushing forward with the trial they have.
Jeez. So we're gonna do trigger warning, content warning about this. We're gonna be
Yeah,
discussing some pretty grisly. Uh, if that's cool with you, if you don't have the bandwidth, we can discuss something else today. I don't want
I'm
to pressure
fine.
you.
I always have to be.
Let me
I
put a
think that's
little.
really why. I mean, my dad even often says I don't know how you do what you do. But then I look at him and I'm like, I don't know how you do what you do because I couldn't do numbers all day.
Yeah, no, it's true. Content warning, Lindsay Clancy.
But yeah, it's been a very hard case, and not only is it hard, but right now in this day and age with media and social media being, everyone has everything at the access of their fingertips. It's made everyone weigh in, which is fine. Everyone has their right to their opinion. But I think sometimes people forget when they're behind a computer about the words they put out there. And I'm just like, why do you need to say that?
Yeah, no, it really drives me nuts when people feel emboldened to like pass judgment without, a lot of people do a lot of heavy lifting with light equipment.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. And for me, my dad always told me when I got Facebook in day one when it first came out, he was like, don't post if you don't want your mom to read it. And I'm like, okay. So, and
Yeah,
I still do that. I still don't post stuff that I wouldn't want my mom to read.
what's up, Manuel? He's got work today. That's amazing. Everybody show Manuel
Nice.
some love. He got the job, baby. He starts today.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's who got the job. I'm so congrats. That's
So,
awesome. Let me grab my
so
sweatshirt real quick. I'm
for sure.
freezing.
So what I do know about the definition of this is kind of an interesting thing, I think, in my opinion, at least. In in all justice systems, really, there is the definition of insanity. If anybody knows what the definition of insanity is in criminal cases, the definition of insanity, in order to plead not guilty by reason of insanity, the perpetrator has to uh, be able to. They at the time of the murder, they would not know the difference between right and wrong. So your mindset has to be very compromised in terms of you're basically operating in a vacuum.
Yeah. And
Uh,
it's hard. It's very hard to prove.
um, so it's really hard to prove. So this Lindsay Clancy trial is kind of like we're uh, we're talking about. So it sounds like okay. So why don't you go over it because it's sensitive. So
You want me to just start like from the beginning?
it how, Professor Oak, how do you know all of the Latin? It combines a prefix
I wish
meaning
I knew
not.
it like him. My mom tried to get me to learn it like that.
I can't. Wait. Effed up nation. You're telling me that they're okay. We're gonna talk about video games soon. I have a person who's uh been working very hard to make sure that EA Sports doesn't sell to the Saudi sovereign wealth fund. Um. Also, we're going to be gaming soon on the stream, but first I have to move. Well, I mean, yeah, you start seeing propaganda and everything you do. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I'm just going to put what to know about the trial. I'm just going to read this real quick. Presentation of evidence concluded today in the murder trial of Lindsay Clancy, who killed her three young children, Cora, Dawson, Callan, at their home in January of 2023. Closing arguments will begin tomorrow. Okay, so she's on trial for the murder of her three children. Why? Tell me why this has got you so.
For me, it's because I suffered really horrible postpartum depression with my first child. And I had no clue what was happening. For about 4 days, I was having what was leading up to a panic attack, but had no education on it. So I thought I was having a stroke. Ended up literally being taken to the hospital because I had completely blacked out, lost consciousness, and had to be taken there. And when the doctor came in and told me it was just anxiety, I was like, what? Like, that was just how? I was like, are you sure my heart's okay? My brain's okay? Because my face would go numb, my hands would go numb. I just didn't feel okay. I wasn't me. I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I only had postpartum depression. I can't even imagine what postpartum psychosis could be like. And I had a friend that did have a close call with it and had a little bit of it after she had her first. And honestly, it was the more they changed her medicine each time, the worse it got. And finally, she got off all medicine, and thankfully, she's great and healthy, and all her kids are doing incredible today. But I think there's so little education for these problems, and they're such severe problems that need way more education, way more resources, way more support, because we should not be dealing with women, especially Lindsay Clancy, who was not just a lower class nobody. This lady really, had a great life. She knew people. She, married well. And I can't really speak for her, but from the outside, it looks like she had the privilege and a great life. And so, if someone like that was ignored, can you even imagine how everyone else must be treated?
Yeah, it's significantly worse. We're only hearing about
It's
her.
yeah, so it's just I think
So
really it's a wake-up call.
so essentially the defense's case rests on the idea that at the time of the crime she was not guilty by reason of insanity because of
Mhm.
postpartum psychosis,
Mhm.
which means so postpartum psychosis. Professor Oak, what does postpartum mean in Latin? But
Afterbirth, I think. I think
yeah,
cuz
yeah,
tum I don't know. What's tum? Tum has to mean something. The
yeah,
tummy?
yeah. That's I know. Okay, there is something. Oh,
But I
this
mean,
is.
there's been several. We've had some pretty big, reasonable. I mean, we've had some huge insanity cases
Yeah,
since.
no.
I
That
mean,
and that's the
it's.
thing. When you were saying about the thing is the crazy thing about the criminal justice system is that this is what we heard about because this lady was rich and white, but if this is probably so underdiagnosed with respect to
Mhm.
people who uh, are don't have the privilege that she does. So we're only seeing. Yep. Thank you, Sprout. You're wearing two hats today. The I appreciate it. The so like my uncle does this thing because my aunt had breast cancer. She survived breast cancer, so he does this thing in he helps folks in low income communities educate them on like breast cancer and what you can do to prevent
The
like
screening.
screenings and like
Mhm.
the amount of so like there's obviously intersectionality with respect to this stuff because first of all like societally like we have historically always under invested in research for women's health, right?
Right.
um Trials like medicine trials are always geared towards usually men, white
Mhm.
men, and that was always considered the control study. So like women are more likely to. I was just reading a thing about this.
It's
So many.
crazy.
Um, and so and then there's obviously intersectionality, right? Like as your income
Mhm.
bracket goes up, you end up uh you end up becoming less and less affected by the inequality. So you're saying that Lindsay Clancy, the fact that her case of psychosis was ignored. What do you mean by ignored?
I think there was, she went in and she tried to get help so many times. Um, I I think well, yeah, she had been given prescribed, I think, 13 medicines throughout the few months she had been trying to get help. Um, but at the time of the crime, I think it was only 7 medications that were found in her body. Again, not only that's a lot.
Yeah.
7 is a lot. No one should be on 7 different SSRIs, psychosis, serotonin inhibitors. Nobody. The brain cannot handle that many chemical changes, especially in the time period it was given. She really was only being seen those 4 months. You really need to wait about 2 weeks before starting the medicine. That
The
does the math. They were literally just popping them
oh
out.
so dog. Who's the dog? What was the dog's name, Claire? We
Oh,
got a
that
lot of
one's Bella.
Bella dog.
She's a
Dog.
nut. She always comes and says hi and then runs back.
That's so funny. The so basically you're saying that since she was on 7 medications and they were cycling them on and off so quickly, W Bella. Yes, definitely.
She is really sweet.
Uh and it takes like so basically like they titrate. Like it takes time for medicine to build up in your system so that
Yeah,
you
and with those, you really should build up and then build down. You should not cold turkey and start a huge dose on any of those. You really should start from a lower dose and then start going up or readjust it, come down, and go to something else. Um, I fortunately got to find out about genetic swab testing before I had kids, and so I had that done. That's a test where they come in and they swab your, what I think he was talking about, where they swab your cheek. You get it back in about 2 weeks, and it tells you exactly what your body can metabolize and what it cannot. That
really?
alone, yes, that alone told me I cannot take Zoloft, but I can take Lexapro. Had I gone into my doctors without that, they would have probably given me Zoloft because at that time everyone was given Zoloft. It's just not okay. Those medicines are not to just be flippant and played with. They're very intense side effects. I mean, I had headaches and restless legs for 2, 3 weeks. I mean, and ultimately, Lexapro is what saved my life, and I will always talk about it and never have shame over it. But it was hard. It's not just an easy fix. It's a lot.
No, I know. I take Lexapro too. I take medications, but like
Live,
the
laugh,
thing
Lexapro.
live laugh Lexapro. So the thing that I have a really good psychiatrist. I'm lucky. I
Same,
have good I have a again privilege. Not I
same.
always wonder what people would be like if they had access to yeah, the American mental health system is messed up.
It's so
The
messed up.
we need that's why we need Medicare for all because mental health care is health care and I honestly think that we would
Why it's not
save
even on basic Medicaid plans? Like you have to get it
no,
added on. It's ugh,
it's ridiculous.
it's
And
so insane.
most and a lot of psychologists don't even accept
Take Medicaid, yeah.
they don't even take Medicaid, they don't take Medicare,
Mm-mm.
they're all private because it's such a pain in the ass to bill an insurance company for mental health because it's not even considered
Well, one of
by
my doctors told me the application itself to even get Medicaid to accept your like practice is so long and lengthy. Like
yeah,
Medicaid just makes it impossible on everyone.
it sucks. Yeah, no. So my psychiatrist always said that it's a cocktail, like that the medications
Yes.
are, which is why he's not really huge on diagnoses because diagnoses are kind of like, it's like bingo for psychiatry. It's like he's basically just like, oh, okay, you're this, so therefore it's like lithium and
Mm-hmm.
Devalproex and Lexapro with a side of Zoloft, and we'll add this, and then, but it's like not that. Like you have to have a relationship with your client, and then
You
under,
do.
understand symptoms to then reverse engineer it back to the psychopharmacology of what would actually help you. Says that
You do.
are detrimental to our health and mental health as we as a species are meant to help others when we see them. Whoa, effed up
True.
nations said that
That was
our
good.
yeah, I've been reading a lot about have you ever heard of parts work? Sorry, we're kind of
I
diverting
think
from Lindsay
so.
Clancy, but I want to but if you're cool with just going down this chain of psychology, are you cool with that or you want to keep talking?
I was just reading. I've personally done the gene test myself. Oh, okay, so F'd Up Nation did it too. Yeah, the test literally saved my life. But yeah, no, I definitely want to keep talking. Sorry, I was just trying to read the comments.
No, no, you're good. I was just thinking
But
about
yeah, I mean, also, I don't know if you see your psychiatrist via telehealth, but I do because it's just easier for me. However, in times of crisis where I have had multiple times of crisis. They have brought me in and seen me directly. They
mhm.
never saw Lindsay in person. On a
Really?
telehealth, yeah, never, not once. Her psychiatrist was brought on the stand and they never saw her in person. When you're on telehealth, you're basically only seeing this, what you guys are seeing now. I could be fidgeting with my fingers. I could be shaking my legs. I could be moving. Like, I could be hiding so many behaviors that show anxious behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And she tried her best to hide it, but there's so many behaviors that should have been seen. And
What are
it's
some
just crazy
examples
to me.
of stuff that they missed?
Just a lot of behavior. She would say she's okay, but picking her nails, she
Gotcha.
doing things, and then she would, text her mother-in-law stuff, but tell her therapist other things, and then text her mom stuff, which is fair. I do the same. I can't. Uh, telehealth is not the greatest. Um, but have definitely put on a facade for my therapist plenty of times.
Yeah, no, same
Especially,
here.
especially she wanted to not lose her kids. She did not want anyone to report that, something was going to happen and she would lose her kids. That was one of her biggest things. And I can absolutely get that because one, the CPS system, DFS system we have is total shit. They don't actually care about kids. And two, it's just terrifying to know what's going to happen when you admit, your biggest weakness and become vulnerable. So I think
Yeah.
it's not, I'm not saying that everyone, should be out here taking their kids' lives, but for crying out loud, this lady literally said, I do not want to be alone with my children right now. I'm
So
terrified.
she did say, yeah, because I
Yes.
literally I know nothing about this case. Like
She
I
texted
literally
it several times.
she texted, who did she text?
To her mom, mother-in-law. She mentioned it to Patrick at one night when the mother-in-law came over.
Patrick's the husband.
Hmm. She
Okay,
even
see,
went and she tried to get inpatient. They didn't. So it's just very like this woman tried. Like, I mean, she reached out. I don't know how many times and made it quite clear that she was not okay
and this is how this is the there was a troll in here earlier who
because it didn't help me. Yeah, I get that. I grew up with old school parents too. Thankfully,
yeah,
now we all see therapists.
well, not everybody. There is a very there a lot of the people who don't think climate change is real also think therapy is just for blaming your parents. I'm
True.
POW. Historically, people haven't POV haven't cared about women. Yes, no, it's
Yeah.
true. They
It's
still
just really
don't.
upsetting because I mean, I've even gotten gaslit, and I'm just like, how can you treat someone like me like this when you're just begging for help? But it's in your most vulnerable moment, and they still see you as, oh, they're just, who cares? And it's, I don't, it's really frustrating.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. Aft, it's like the oh, my volume is really low. Can you hear me? Why is
Yeah,
my
that's
volume?
better.
Why am I so my mic has been so screwed up. I'm sorry, everybody. Well, thank you for your patience as I navigate my mic volume. I'm not. We're not apologizing in this chat. How's that? That's better. Too loud.
That's better.
Okay. The thank you, Smokey. The we were saying earlier there was a troll in here who was saying hurtful things, so I banned them. But
Oh,
they were saying like, did you just say low income nobody? And I was like, I think your point was that
oh yeah.
this is somebody who had
Sorry.
access. No, no, you don't have to apologize. They were being a smartass. I know what you meant. It's like this is somebody who had access to treatment. There are so many people who don't. So
Like the
like
best access.
this is the best access to treatment. Thank you, Smokey. I actually need that feedback. That's what friends do. Mossad is definitely messing up my mic volume, especially because Claire does a lot of stuff with Palestinian American
I
citizens
was about to say.
that are being attacked in settlements and killed. Claire does a lot of analysis for that with Farah, who's our legal contributor.
With
Free Palestine.
Palestine.
Let's go. But yeah, no, I think your point is taken because like um
I meant to say this person literally she had every access in the world. She had it all.
and she was
And
still
they
failed.
still, yes. And
The,
it's just like, how can you imagine people who don't even have access to a doctor?
That's well. That's why I was like gonna try and tie it back to like what we were saying earlier, which is like there are so many wrongful convictions. There are so many people that just plea out, and like this whole mental health thing is like I've been doing this work for
It's exhausting.
17 years. I got diagnosed with mental illness when I was like 20. And I've been seeing a therapist since like my parents were like, there's something wrong with him because they were trying to. And it's W 10 viewers, double digits. Thank you, Sprout. Good looks.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Mossad doesn't need to have agents go after us anymore. They own the most advanced learning algorithmic machines on
Yeah,
Earth, which
I'm
can
saying,
hack
aren't
us
they like
for
in
them.
everything?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. And I like what you said here. Effed up. It's a comment that got buried, but in case anybody's looking for the right therapist, you
Yes,
should. It's like
so true.
marrying the right person. It takes a minute.
I always
But
say you have to date around for your therapist.
you do have to date around for your therapist. Let's see here. Oh, Mama Cat Sweets.
Hi.
Uh, Mama Cat Sweets has some amazing baking skills.
Yeah,
We
she's the
brought her
best.
we brought her cookies to Abdul El Sayed.
Fudge, I'm so jealous.
It was awesome. Love you too. You're the best. Thanks for being here. We got to
I
do like
love
a little
you.
bakery show. We're talking or whatever you want to talk about. We don't have any
I love making
angles.
cookies.
Me too. I did. I had a kitchen once. But uh,
I love y'all.
so much time for the kids to start at school. I know this is such a great crew. So 27 years I've been seeing a therapist, and it was really only in the last like 10 that I had a breakthrough where like 10 years ago where I kind of had to like the right therapist, the right care team. But again, I
Yeah,
had access to all of these resources. And so like when you talk about the criminal justice system and you talk about people that are from that don't have the access to resources and treatment like we did, we were lucky enough to have. Like Lindsay Clancy was lucky enough to have, and it failed her even then. You wonder how much of the criminal justice system, how many people incarcerated would have turned out differently if they had access to quality
yeah.
quality care. You know,
It's
like
just really upsetting. I mean, it's you read the text and it's just like she begged. She
she
begged for help, and it's why aren't people educated enough to one take this serious and to actually help these people? I mean, when the psychiatrist was brought up by to testify on both sides, they cross-examined her. She even didn't know what a postpartum psychosis test was or what the most recent and accurate kind of testing was. And that to me is just honestly insane. If you're a psychiatrist, you should know and you should be researching it, if anything. Look
yeah,
it
you're
up.
it's such a soft it's I say soft like it's a soft science. Yeah, Mama Cat, we would love you to weigh in on it.
For sure.
The
I'm so
yeah, no,
hungry.
no, I know everybody's talking about how they're learning to make
Yes,
pizza. My
it's, but
Italian
if you're
answers.
treating anyone postpartum, regardless of what they show, you need to know all kinds of testing and the signs.
Yeah, if you're treating anybody with a mental illness, you have to. It's like
It's beyond
economics.
me.
It's economic. Like in economics, they always said that. Like I remember I had this professor of economics when I was in. This was the only day I went to the class. It was the day of the final, and because I had all of the test answers, because I was.
That was how my anatomy class was.
Yeah, no, you just lots of videos show how to make pan. There's a lot of videos on. Yeah, there are videos on YouTube that talk about pan pizzas, Smokey.
I'm getting
Uh,
so hungry.
I love the chats just like keeping talking about like cheese blends and
I
stuff. It's
know,
like
I feel
so
awful because
wholesome.
you're talking about the trial and I'm over here smiling, but it's just only
No,
because I'm reading the
no, I love the comments. It makes me really happy. It's like
same.
everybody's like, this is so depressing. So we're gonna, but it's interesting. But everybody's like, it's like when I'm like in the kitchen, I'm like learning about like Gary Ridgway. Like I would be like
I see when
chopping.
I'm making food, I have true crime usually in my
Yeah, me too.
ear.
I'm the same way. So I'm just glad that people are talking about Italy and Italian ancestors and stuff.
Yeah, it sounds so good.
The
Oh, garlic.
the
Pizza.
um but yeah, no, the I feel like the criminal justice system is like specifically designed to fail people like
It
her
is.
and worse. It doesn't even give most of the people that have experienced something like this who don't come from means and like basically
Mm-hmm.
they say the trial of the century a lot, and I think that they sell these things like movies. Like
I think
you
so
go
too.
I think they go to the newsroom, somebody pitches the story,
Well,
and then
that's
like
my
some
whole thing. The prosecution didn't even need to bring this to trial. They
like
had a signed confession from her long before the trial. They brought it to trial because they wanted to make a whole media point example out of it. And that's what it's become. Yet now you've exposed them to the whole crime again. You've made them listen to the whole 911 call again. You've made a mom sit there and watch through the freaking autopsies of her own kids to the point where she starts screaming and wailing. They have to call the trial for the day. I mean, like, come on. What is this for? Is it really to prove that she did this? No, because she's signed it. Whether you believe she really did it or not, there is a signed confession. And it should not have gotten to where it has.
it's like tragedy porn. Like
It is.
it's literally become this like it's become this
And
like
it's designed for punishment.
and it really I think one of the things that I always say this here, and it's the reason why I started doing streaming is one because like I did want to like see the audience and how they react and like get to know them the way you do on stage doing stand up. Like
Mm-hmm.
you don't really get to know the audience doing stand up. That's why I think streaming in a lot of ways is better because you can actually like see them communicating with you and each other, and it's like fun and rewarding, and it makes me feel good. Because um
Agreed.
but the other thing is too is that like you don't these short form videos are so dangerous because they explain something, they try and complicate, they try and explain something in a very very short period of time, which
Mm-hmm.
then gives the audience, it makes them feel empowered to be judgmental, not curious. Like
Yeah.
most of the time, like you watch a
Yeah.
short form video and you're like, oh, I know about quantum mechanics anymore, about quantum mechanics now. It's like, no, you just watched a 60-second video that introduced you to the topic of quantum mechanics. And like it may have been about Schrodinger's cat. So now
So true.
you know about the uncertainty principle, but like Albert Einstein didn't know about quantum mechanics. So like he even admitted, right? When he
Very
said he's
good
like
point.
God doesn't play dice, like I don't know how to connect Newtonian physics with quantum mechanics. So it's like he died not having solved that problem. But when Instagram is basically like, "Hey, here's a 60-second video about literally the uh
Space.
no, I love effed up because he says also I
Me
agree
too.
with what y'all said. Are there multiple universes? Yep, it helps my terrible attention span. Yeah, no, for sure.
Same. As you
No,
can see.
I like that we're discussing things too. I think it's important. This is what I mean by building a community. I don't mean it in like a hey, buy my course because I have nothing to teach anybody except what not to do. But I'll tell you that for free because I
Same.
paid for. I we paid. Me and Claire have paid more than enough tuition in the University of Life.
We have.
And it's not just money, blood, sweat, and tears. But
True.
yeah, no, like the short form video thing, especially within the context of like crime and injustice and justice, quote unquote. I'm putting justice in quotes because I
Yeah.
feel like it's far too easy for like the police, right? And this is where you spend a lot of time with like police like murders that police do. When police murder somebody, you're the one who comes in and says like this is what was going on, right? Like
Hmm.
the
We just
and
had our police just killed someone else on Friday night too.
isn't that like the second time
The
in
second
like
time this year.
Claire does a lot of police brutality cases where the police have murdered somebody and then they're basically out in front of the cameras with like a statement saying a bunch of bullshit, and then Claire's like, okay, this is actually what everybody was doing and thinking based on the video, right?
Yeah, I take attorney general statements. I take the videos of the crime. We usually connect with the victims' families and see how we can best support them because my thing is not to get and exploit these victims' families. I never want them to feel that way. I will always put them first and their wishes first. But I live in a place where if you are not a person with net worth, money, you're probably not going to get help or recognition or support from the community, sadly. And so it was one of those things where I started seeing people, things happen to them, whether it was just someone getting pulled over for the wrong thing or now someone getting killed. And I was like, hey, I know people, so why can't I just start helping these families? And that's what's come of it. And now, fortunately, I've gone close with these families and built a community where they trust me enough and send me the evidence of things, and I can go in and look at videos and the evidence of what they have and be able to be like, hey, this is what's happening. You say this, then we want these answers. It's
Mm.
a lot of fighting with people in office.
Well, that's why I think what was the name of the young man that in Raleigh who was in the parking lot? I this is a good
In Wilmington, El Berto Espinoza, Sierra.
Berto Espinosa.
Yeah, he was 21 years old.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was 21 years old. He was in a parking garage. They were responding to another incident. Can I share the video? Is that cool?
yeah, of
All
course.
right.
I'm pretty sure it's been seen by everyone at this point.
Well, I'm
Or
gonna
not like by everyone, but like it's out in the public.
Okay, yeah, yeah. All right. So this is the video of this young man that was
He's in a blue
basically.
The
car.
moment leading up to when police say 21-year-old Edilberto Espinoza Sierra was shot and killed by officers in downtown Wilmington early Sunday morning. Justice for Pepito! Justice for Pepito! Now his friends and family are protesting his death at the parking garage where he died and asking for justice. I'm JC Caldwell following up on that story today. So coming up tonight on WECT News, you'll...
Did I hear my name?
Did someone say you?
Melly.
Oh, someone else.
Oh yeah, I think there was somebody. My niece is here.
That's
But
cute.
it's very cute. So yeah, no, but the DA released a statement within 24 hours.
Jason Smith, yes. That's my thing. The cops contacted him that night at 3 a.m. Why was our sheriff calling the DA right away?
Yeah, it's a class. Well, because they got to get their story straight, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you gotta. That's the thing that drives me nuts, and that's why fascists in an information environment that values clips. Yeah, Smokey, it was absolutely
It's
terrifying.
horrible. He literally crashed his car, which gave them ample time to take him out and see if he was a threat. Instead, the cop came up to the window. This is how he describes it. Saw him reaching for something, which they also came forward and said basically he was unconscious. He crashed the car. He was unconscious. And they still tried to say that this kid was reaching for something at the same time. And that's why he fired a shot. And then his gun jammed. And then that's when seven other officers approached and fired over 23 bullets, which I think 16 or 17 went into him. Tell me why that many had to be fired. They had three chances to stop and think and end what with the threat, which is what they call it, is if they can eliminate and end the threat, they don't move on to the next legal or lethal action. Here in Wilmington, our police, yeah, it was really awful. Our police have in their guidelines they cannot shoot at a moving car to stop it.
Really?
Why is that not being talked about? There are so many like unanswered questions here. It's just, why didn't you pull him out and check him when he crashed his car? Why didn't you stop after the first shot when you clearly knew he wasn't responsive? Why did you put 23 bullet holes in a car and in this kid when he wasn't even the person you were looking for?
It's
It's
because
insane. And those cops are still on the streets. And then Friday, another person is killed.
yeah, this is Smokey. It has become a totalitarian military dictatorship, and
It's
it's
really
all
heartbreaking.
I got pissed off I think yesterday because Mark Ruffalo rightfully pointed out that the Ellison's acquisition of Paramount would
Mm.
facilitate genocide and apartheid in Palestine. And
Mm-hmm.
so Paramount and their executives have leaned into the anti Semitic narrative. And the thing that they said is to suggest that a corporate merger would facilitate. I'm paraphrasing here, but it did say something along the lines of to suggest a corporate transaction would facilitate genocide and murder is a bridge too far. And I looked at the camera and I just flipped the fuck out because literally all of this shit is because of
Is that?
corporate shit. Like the reason why there's a tank in Wilmington, North Carolina is because they made too many for Iraq.
It's
Like,
insane.
and the reason why all those cops have like, listen, there's a reason why there's a principle called Chekhov's gun in theater. If you see a gun,
Yes.
if you see a gun in the first act, somebody's gonna fire it in the third. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you're a cop who their entire career has been dressing up like GI Joe, and I'm gonna go ahead and suspect you weren't a Quaker growing up. You probably played a lot of violent video games, and you probably watched a lot of fucking Rambo, and you probably grew up with this like iconic view of John Wayne. I suspect
Me
that if
too.
somebody hands you weapons of war and dresses you up like a soldier to police your own neighbors, that you're going to treat them like enemy combatants. And that is the only way the police have behaved in the
Yep.
history of this country. And it's only gotten worse when, um, Smith and Wesson or whoever supplies the U.S. military says, "Oh, hey, by the way, we have a rocket launcher. Do you guys need that in fucking Oshkosh, Wisconsin? Is there any DUIs that would
Genuinely, though.
is there any DUIs that would necessitate proportionate force of like what the fuck are these people on? Yeah, you forgot Zionism and fascism and imperialism.
Mm.
Well, that's all downstream. That's all upstream for what we're discussing, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
Zionism, fascism, imperialism. It's all that Venn diagram is just three circles right on top of each other because it's all an extension of greed and fear. That's the thing. That's the thing that freaks them out when
Yeah.
they have nothing to sell us or they have nothing to give their
That
shit to.
part.
If they have nothing to sell us, they have no power. Because if we're not buying anything, then we don't have debt and they don't have
Mm-hmm.
shareholder value. And if they don't have shareholder value, they're fucked. That's
Mm-hmm.
all this is. It's all of it. It's just greed and it's fear. It's because they don't
It's
feel like they ever
ridiculous.
have enough. They never have enough.
When they
And that's
fear
what
not having, yeah, they fear it all being gone. Or they learn from, yeah.
and all of this shit is just downstream from what you said. Was it Prof who said that? That it's all what is it?
True.
What does it say?
Uh,
Every modern day is evil, either made by America or they learned from America, who is made by England. That is real as fuck. Yeah, we definitely
so true.
we're gonna do an episode on School of the Americas. Have you heard of this?
Yes.
Yeah, School of the Americas, where the CIA taught everybody in the global South how to be fascist.
Yes.
Like 30 years after we had supposedly defeated fascism.
Which is crazy to me.
The oh, what the? That's weird. That's a first.
Where'd
time.
you go? Oh no.
Can you hear me? I think my
Yes.
camera overheated.
We can hear you.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Which is weird because
You're still on though. It's still going.
well, you can hear me, but you can't see me.
True.
I need to get a better streaming camera. Does anybody know what? I don't want to AI it because have you seen that AI now is using
What do you mean?
AI is using basically it's sourcing articles
Oh, yeah.
from other. Oh yeah, it's definitely overheating. Oh crap. Basically AI has stopped most like Consumer Reports, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
It's been around for 100 years, and yeah, Walmart boycott is happening. All the boycotts are happening. So yeah, now you guys have my. I'm fanning my camera off right now, Claire. It's really funny. The show must go on.
Campbell's
Um,
computer overheats.
we
He
have
has to
more.
get the fans.
We have more. Oh, I should just get a fan. That's way better.
Mm-hmm.
The I'm losing my breath as I do this. No, the AIs now are basically saying that they need to search because people a lot of times on AI will say things like, "Hey, what's the best camera that doesn't overheat so Steve doesn't have to fan it
Oh,
like an
right.
asshole." But like Consumer Reports and like high quality publications that actually rate shit, they're banning AI from scraping their data.
Oh.
So basically now what AI is doing is that it's autonomously creating lists
Oh.
to rate stuff, and then brands are self-publishing these lists and
Oh,
shit
gosh.
where they put themselves at top so that when people go
So
and look at
anyone
like
can.
pretty much I know this guy who got hired by an elevator company to literally just write Reddit posts about stuff about like because everybody buys an elevator. Like what it's like you go on Reddit to figure. So I don't know. It's just
Oh,
like
true.
all police are corrupt. It's unfortunate to say, but remember they came from slave catchers. Yes, Effed Up Nation was paying attention in the last live Meg and I did. Because we discussed how the modern policing was a function of
Yeah,
uh,
it's a mess.
oh, sorry. What were we talking about? Oh yeah. Basically how the world is fucked, and it's all a function of England. It's all downstream from England.
England.
Um, it's true though. We really didn't do anything different than England. We just decided that we were going to
We wanted to be better.
we wanted the people basically were just like we want to be the people in charge so that we can exploit other people for capital. Um,
Yeah.
and that is the most disappointing thing about villains. It's never anything exciting. Like, Thanos was, at least his agenda was like kind of somewhat unique. He had a somewhat unique agenda.
True.
But, what is Charo saying? I want to see this.
I don't know.
Where's Charo? I don't know. So anyways, this is
Oh, I agree. I like what he said too.
about what? Who?
Derek Chauvin.
Oh yeah, no,
Because
that
Trump
guy.
said he was going to pardon him.
Can you pardon him? Was it a federal hate crime charge?
I don't even know. That's what I'm looking up because I thought it wasn't.
God, Donald Trump is. I'm just like so tired of.
Yeah, he got both. So he can pardon him. Damn.
Wait, he got both of them were federal charges?
One was federal, one was state. 21
One.
years federal, state sentence 22 and a half years.
What were the charges? Capital murder?
Federal convictions. The charges, I guess, was capital. He got convicted of deprivation of rights under color of law, unintentional second degree, third degree, second degree manslaughter, tax evasion. He didn't even get first degree. Like, it's such bullshit.
He got tax evasion too?
Yeah.
They just add that on that Al
I think
Capone?
so.
Jesus. What a piece of shit. What a piece
I'm
of
thinking
shit.
he must have used income for.
Oh.
He probably used it wrongly for his attorney and legal basis. But who knows? He could have been evading taxes because he was a cop.
It's crazy how many cops are anti-union.
That's the thing. I don't get it.
They have the strongest fucking union in
It doesn't
human
make any
history.
sense to me.
Their union literally helps them get away with murder. Yeah, that's how they got Al Capone, Smokey. That's they're bringing it back.
It's crazy.
Effed Up Nation said, sometimes you just have to
Inhale
step back.
robots flavor.
Flavored emissions. JK, don't vape. It's bad for you.
That might be the
Yeah.
best saying. Inhale a
Yeah.
robot's flavored emission.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good you know what? I think Effed Up's got the line of the stream, so I'm gonna give him a robot flavored emissions drawing. That's funny as hell.
Right?
Yeah, no,
Imagine if
I think that the police, like, one thing I wanted to talk about, because I have PTSD really bad. And well, I mean, like, it's not a contest. I have it, and but not like my PTSD is really bad in terms of just like it is a very bad.
yeah,
It's hard. It's hard to deal with. Like, you don't understand why one of the things that
it's
people used to
hard.
say to me all the time is they're like, "Oh, you're too sensitive." But you then, like, when you're in your 30s and somebody's like, "No, the reason why you react to things so strongly is that you go into fight or flight because it
Hmm.
reminds you of this thing." So I do this therapy called EMDR, which is basically, have you heard of this?
Yeah, I do. I've done it.
It's really helpful. It's
It's so
basically
good
like,
for PTSD.
yeah, it's amazing. So your body basically is PTSD is basically when you have a memory of something that is so emotionally impactful, negative, that your body basically feels the way it did when you first experienced it. So oftentimes it triggers your fight or flight reflex. So when stuff would happen, it was all related to my childhood. So when stuff would happen that was reminiscent of these memories, it would make me feel like I was in a fight, like I was like,
Hmm.
and
It can be triggered
so
out of nowhere too,
I used to get triggered out of nowhere, and
and that's
yes,
frustrating because you're like, why?
I'm lucky because it was all rooted in like verbal abuse, but I would say like really hurtful things. And this is like, then I got diagnosed with this, and they're basically like, well, EMDR will help, and I'm like, what's EMDR? And they're like, WPTSD in the chat. I hope we all get help. I've been diagnosed with PTSD and CP. Oh yeah, complex post traumatic stress syndrome is like
That's so
that's hard.
rough.
I hope you're getting the help you need. It's tough. I love tax evasion. I'd rather give the community the money from my own
Same.
hand, not
I've
the
been
government.
screaming we should be filing for Leahy Law for like the last 2 years. Nobody should be paying federal taxes right now.
No, nobody should be. The so EMDR is basically where you have to do it with a licensed therapist, but
It's great.
they take you through all of these horrible memories that are triggering this. They like describe them to you, and then you describe how they make you feel, and then they're like, okay, now we're gonna watch a dot move across the screen back and forth, and it helps. I don't know why, but it just helps. Like, and then they like say, how did it feel thinking about the memory while you were looking at the dot? And ERT therapy and have a psychologist. I still have my moments, but the service I found after searching my entire life is a good one that helps. Good for you, Effed Up Nation. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Big celebration here for Effed. Dolly Parton was a Satanist. And then we have the Rickster.
There's a tropical storm forming that they named Dolly right now. I was like, really?
There's a what?
There's a tropical storm forming off the Atlantic that's named Dolly.
Oh, damn. That was Dolly 2.0. You've seen the real one was executed in 2022 for crimes against humanity. You know what, Rickster? I haven't made up my mind about you yet. You're either really fucking funny, or you may need to do a little bit of soul searching yourself. But so with the EMDR thing, it was like kind of a miracle because it really kind of helped explain like why I it was just like it was liberating.
Yeah.
And
You
yeah,
feel a little freer minded when
you
you
do.
leave.
You can like handle things like that were seemingly impossible to deal with.
Yeah.
But the reason I bring it up is because a lot of times the police, they always say like, "Oh, well, he was a soldier and then so he has PTSD." And I'm like, dude, you have a union, right? Like you have a healthcare plan. Like you can't get fucking EMDR. Also, you don't think that all of the people of color in these communities that have literally watched cops murder their family and friends their entire life don't have PTSD? Like
Yeah.
why is the symptoms of mental illness only ever exacerbate the I think I used the word exacerbate right. Why is it only ever mitigate the circumstances of a police officer's
Mm,
crimes but never ever is taken into consideration within the context of the victim's
ever.
behavior? And
It drives me nuts.
it really, yeah, I mean it
And not
really
even
could.
just the victims, but also the victims' loved ones. You have to think about like most of these crimes are done in front of many of other people. They're very public. And
Yeah,
that's another frustrating thing.
and also it's like even just like the fact that we all see them all the time.
That part is
And it's like I'm like for me it never hits me that way because when I look in the mirror I don't look like victims of
yeah.
police violence. Like I don't because statistically
I'll never be
speaking,
able to comprehend it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I know what it feels like when when my PTSD is triggered, when my fight or flight reflex is triggered. Like, so what does it feel like when you've literally only ever seen police officers in the context of somebody that looks like you being executed and then getting
Exactly.
away with it? It used to be that they were called heroes, but now they just get away with it, and only 50% of the population who are fascist call you a hero.
It drives me nuts.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I
It's just so
watercolor.
yeah.
It's super frustrating. So is there anything giving you hope these days, Claire?
My kids.
Okay. Anything that we can
Uh
share with you? I mean, that gives me hope though. That gives me hope.
I mean,
But
really, like, it is nice because, like, my oldest, she's 9, and, like, she's said some things the last year that have just, like, made me reaffirm that, like, I am doing what I should be. Because at times I feel like maybe I shouldn't tell her the things I have, but she sees it and she comes to me and asks. I would rather her continue to come to me and trust me and know that she's going to get an honest answer. And I'm not going to sit there and tell her everything in the details. I, relay it to her on a cognitive level of respect for her and what she can take. But I think our kids need to be educated from the start on everything that they can be. This world is so much right now, and I think if we just leave it a better place than we entered, that's the one thing we can do. And I'm gonna do that because every day I try to make my kids better than I ever will be. And my daughter has spoken out against and she's spoken out for Palestine. She's come into my room and been like, "Hey, I'm just really thankful my home's not getting attacked." And when a 9-year-old can understand that concept, I think adults need to also try and understand it.
yeah.
Um, so
Oh,
it's a
Sprout.
dark reality, but there's a lot of hope as
I have
well.
no hope other than watching Valenti and Party Crashers. That's very sweet of you to say, but you should have you
Yeah.
will have a lot of hope. You have hope
Adults
right
should be
now.
educated, but yes.
Yes, educate the kids, of course, but educate the adults as well. Holy shit. No, we need to de-educate the adults because I think and Sprout, it means a lot to us that you come here for hope. You give us hope, but there's hope everywhere. Stay attuned. The universe will provide, as me and
There
Claire always say
is.
to each other privately. Uh you need more hope, bro. Yeah, low key, you do need a little more hope because me and Claire are like in the dumps, and
We really are.
dude, I'm more educated than my parents. Yeah, probably.
As you
Yeah,
should be. I
thank
really
you.
think kids should be more like, I hope my kids are more educated than I am.
That's the
Like
whole
that's
point.
the ones it's literally the point. So
Well, that's the thing that I think when somebody was like adults need more education. I think adults, the problem with adults is that
this is
like
too much.
we've given them too much education, and like so now like if my whole thing is that like basically MAGA uses like appeals to people. Like, they talk a bunch of bullshit. Basically, like, anybody who's trying to sell you something in politics is just overcomplicating what's simple.
Yeah.
MAGA does it to the effect of they'll make you feel good about harming your neighbors.
I can't.
Establishment corporate Democrats do it so that they make you feel smarter than your
That
neighbors.
I
So,
can't either.
but really, it's very simple. It's like there's no such thing as free health care. And we pay taxes. So we want the taxes that is going to $1.5 trillion of the military budget to go to health care, period. End of sentence. Anybody who says more than that is full of shit. I don't think there's a child around. They're full of shit.
Like, it's okay. They also hear that.
Yeah, propaganda in lieu of education is what got us here. No,
I've taught my kids that saying words like I'd rather them cuss in the house than say words like fat, stupid, idiot. Like, we don't use those words because those words actually tear people down and yourself down. So I'm like, if you need to drop a bad word like F or shit, then say that.
Yeah, no, for sure. You got to make sure. I wish my parents were more mindful of like how the way they referred to each other and the way they let us refer to each other was affecting our psyches, because that's how negative self-talk, like, people don't realize it, but like you really like adopt the way, unless you're like incredibly
it's awful.
Like, you have to really police the way you think and what you say to yourself. Like,
exactly. That's what I say all the time. I would rather you say something like that than say a word like my kids do. I'm very strict about those words, but not curse words, which some people think is weird, but I'm like, those words are very much more harmful.
Yeah, no, I think they are too, because they actually mean something. Curse words are kind of like nondescript things that we all agree. It's kind of like money, you know? We don't really know what money's worth. We just agree that it's worth what it says it's worth, right? That's what, like, we don't know what the word shit means. I mean, like, we do know what it means, like, literally, but, like, you know, it can be a noun, it can be a verb, like,
right?
But, like, we know that the word idiot comes from, like, a medical term that they used to refer to people that were,
yes.
That's how they used to characterize people. And, like, all of those words that are, so it's like, you know, I don't really, like, get too hung up on it, like, in terms of, like, what adults are saying to each other, because, like, I really don't have enough. There's, like, too many hills that I could die on that I'm like, I'm gonna, like, you forget that, like, you can kill yourself on a hill, like and I mean that metaphorically, like, don't, you know, but, like, there are a lot of people that, like, are willing to, like, go to the mattresses over like diction, and I'm like, kind of like, listen, like, we definitely need to be more cognizant of holding each other accountable with respect to how we hold each other accountable, especially if you know better. And I think that, like, our energy is better spent, like, actually working to, like, help people, like,
exactly. So, Sprout.
What does Sprout say? Swearing is so much more freeing than being censored by, like, adults. Yes, that's it is. It's good. Swearing's good. Because swearing's honest.
It is. Like, I mean, my 9-year-old, she's dropped something before and just been like, oh shit. And I'm like, it can't, I mean, she said it in proper way.
Yeah, no, that's how you do it. Well, and then there's studies that have been conducted that show that if
you're smarter.
Well, yeah, if you swear, you're smarter, and if you swear, you it also, like, if you're in pain, it actually helps decrease pain. Which I find ironic, because, like, the Puritan, like, evangelical right wing in this country is all about, like, they're all about, like, Jesus will save you, don't swear, don't smoke, all this stuff. But they, when it comes to, like, actual practical tips for not being in pain, they're just like,
pray.
It's either opioids or nothing. That's basically how their lawmakers voted.
Well, they literally like, every time they do communion, they drink wine. So it's like, how is drinking better than? I'll never get it.
Wait, hang on a second. Effed Up Nation just dropped a pretty interesting story. PlayStation users are going on strike.
Saw that. That's crazy.
Wait, what?
I gotta go to the bathroom. BRB.
Holy cow. Yeah, no, they're organizing a global PS blackout running from August 23rd to August 30th. What is this? Good catch, Eft. 1 second. Let me pop this up. Are they going on strike because they still haven't come out with GTA 5 or 6 or whatever it is? I'm about to get a system. Yeah, don't use the R word. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Okay, no disc, no buy. Whoa. This is horse shit. This is total horse shit. They're not creating any more physical games. Okay, so remember how I told everyone that I was an actor the other day? Like, I kind of nondescriptly dropped that, not as a humble brag, but just because it happens to be a fact. I don't just have the Screen Actors Guild strike sign behind me because it's do y'all remember that one when I said that? I'm killing time because I lost my paintbrush. Hey, Eft, I'm doing this little Tin Man here. I have to make a different one. It kind of sucks, but I'm making that one for you. 1 second. Everybody calm down. I need to find my paintbrush. But yeah, hang on a second. I can't find my stupid paintbrush. Where did I put it? It's so small.
You need more than one.
I have more than one, but I don't like using... I like the small one because it fits in my little tray. You know how it is.
True.
Hang on a second. Is it really not anywhere to be found? I don't want to give up on it. It's such a cute little brush. We're going to read the article.
Did you hear about the PlayStation thing, Campbell?
What?
PlayStation owners begin Sony boycott with digital blackout protest.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to tell him I'm going to read it right now.
He's about to read it. I guess it was just announced.
Okay, I think I found a solution to this problem, which is I had a very small paintbrush that fit in this tray, and you know, I'm just gonna have to adjust the size of the paintbrush.
Yeah,
until
can't
it
they
fits.
if they're a private company, they can take the license at any point.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so saying that
must
you
not
don't
be getting
own the
paid
game,
for
you
digital.
buy a license to use the game, which they
Censorship.
can. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna give everybody
Digital
here.
ownership.
Well,
We're gonna
everything's
make it.
digital. They must not be giving them the proper revenue back. It happened
We're
with
giving-
TV when TV went digital too.
Oh.
They
Really happened with TV when TV went digital too.
Yeah, no, that's exactly why people are. So when I was saying this thing about when I did I'm an actor.
It is.
I talk about this constantly. But one thing that happened was in my first movie I was in with Jake Johnson. There was a movie called Win It All, and it was on Netflix, and then you couldn't buy it though because it was only on Netflix. So I'm in a movie that's really good and that people saw and really liked, and Netflix just shelved it.
What?
Like you can't see it anywhere. Like they got rid of it. And the director of the movie, his name's Joe Swanberg. He's an independent filmmaker, and he basically said, copy that. He basically said, like, one of the reasons why I shoot on film, this was before they hit it, was that, you know, it's like a physical copy of the work I've done. Like, there's nothing that anybody can do. Like, if there's like a global blackout, then
That's insane.
But they basically did that to his movie. They were just like, we're burying it. It's sitting on a shelf.
Wow.
Like no one knows where it is. So anyways, this is kind of why I think physical media is important. And like I haven't bought a DVD in so long, but when I move back, when I move into my new place, I'm gonna start collecting movies again because this is ridiculous.
We do because I have a DVD player in my van, so I buy them all the
nice.
time for the kids. And for when we have, like, when we lose power because we have storms all the time. But we really should be buying more.
Yeah, and it also is the best way to support art.
It is.
Unless you're like, I always buy or rent independent movies. But if it's like a Sony Marvel thing, then I just pirate it. like I love you, Mark Wahlberg or Mark Ruffalo. I love you.
Ruffalo.
Like, I will support all of your indie efforts, but I do not have $10 to drop on every new iteration
No,
of the Hulk.
same.
But also, like, no judgment. Get your bag, dude. Like, do what you got to do. Like, because then you're taking that money and that profile and you're using it to educate Marvel fans about Palestine. So I think that there's some good externalities there. Anyways, I digress because I'm neurodivergent too. This summer, Sony announced that it would be ceasing PlayStation physical disc production in January of 2028. Fans were not pleased with this decision and tried to make their voices heard to no avail. However, this doesn't mean they're ready to give up either. Part of the community came together and organized a digital blackout protest, which officially starts on August 23rd. In the fiscal presentation of the first quarter of 2026, Sony CFO Lin Tao revealed that most PlayStation sales were digital, therefore eliminating discs from the equation wouldn't financially hurt the company. At that point, the boycott was already scheduled for late August, and Sony's disregard for players' opinion about physical media only fueled them. On the same day as the protest was scheduled to begin, Sony sent out a reminder of its terms of use, which includes PlayStation end-user license agreements stating that the software is licensed to you, not sold. That is horseshit. From August 23rd until August. So basically what they did was they said, hey, you know that thing that you have to sign? If you commit a crime, any crime at sea, you're legally a pirate. I won't say what I did, but I'm legally a pirate. True crime is my favorite. Just finished my third book on the Black Dahlia case. What's happening, gang? What's up, Chance? Thanks for coming in. We love you. We're talking about how Sony is also committing crimes, which is they're stealing the games that they told us we were buying. So legal terms and conditions. So basically what they did is they did the most Karen move of all time. They were like, actually, it says right here that you never owned them anyways, plebs. It's like when establishment Democrats are like, oh, well, they like start like filibustering. It's like, okay, now you're just pissing us off. So from August 23rd to August 30th, those who wish to participate in the PlayStation Blackout will not make in-game purchases, use the PlayStation Store, subscribe to PlayStation Plus, or play PlayStation. They are, however, my camera is too hot. I'm cooking, that's why. That's what the crew says. It's too hot. It overheated. I gotta figure out. I think I just need to get a fan. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, you do.
They are, however, encouraged to support physical media. At the moment, the protest is only set to last a week, although fans have reported that they will follow these guidelines indefinitely. On the other hand, there are players who are asked for rescheduling due to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 beta, which takes place on August 28th. Various members. That's why you call the Call of Duty Activision people, and you use the leverage to tell them to keep printing it. Yeah, Steve spitting facts. Thank you so much. Has nothing to do with my bunk ass camera that I bought 3 years ago because I saw a TikTok ad for it. That was stupid. Various members of the gaming community have been fighting for their rights to own media because, as Sony so kindly pointed out, virtual content is licensed, not owned. Terminating disc production means that PlayStation's owners will no longer actually own the games they purchase or be able to resell them in the future. Digital libraries cause uncertainty. They also destroy the secondhand market, which has always been more affordable for players to acquire games and allows original owners to repurpose games they no longer play. Companies aren't necessarily opening to giving up this all-digital future. Take-Two Interactive, Grand Theft Auto 6 publisher, has been targeted by serious hackers who have threatened to leak the entire game as allegedly as a protest against the lack of physical release for GTA 6. However, Take-Two is taking the matter of court to attempt to locate the data miners, all while more leaks continue to surface on social media. That's funny. It's also illegal, but I'm just saying it's illegal. And it's also fucking hilarious. And if you could see what I was doing in the camera, I think that illegal is... Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Claire. You said it best, which is fuck yeah. Oops. It is unknown and honestly unlikely whether this protest will affect Sony at all. Hopefully, the company will at least take notice that while profits are necessary priority in the business, fostering a massive disconnect with the player community could ultimately end up doing more harm than good. I always say here that Swifties are like incels, but that are like actually have things like they're willing to lose everything. Incels have nothing to lose. They're just angry. That's why they do horrible things.
I was
Don't
about to
set the.
say.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm cooking these mofo's. Regular person. We have to, man. Otherwise, they're gonna friggin'. We're not pirates. We're human beings. But pirate is a label that they give people that are interested in just being human because they can't deal with it. It's this. It's such horse shit. It's like, can you just not be a piece of shit one time? Like,
No.
when I used to gamble, I always talk about gambling because I spent so much time doing it in my 20s. There used to be this thing where you would be like, one time, like if you just like wanted like one hand to go your way because you had lost every fucking hand. Oh, Claire, you have a heart out, right?
Huh?
Oh, you still got time. You got 10 to 15? Okay. No, you have like 2 to 4
Oh,
minutes.
I can go to like 6 or whatever, 5 your time.
This is a Central Standard Time household. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I wouldn't steal a car. Would you steal a car? You wouldn't steal a game.
I would
Yeah,
from a rich person.
only from a rich person. Hell
See,
yeah.
there's like stealing from Target, and then there's like stealing from like a family-owned business.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, that's 2 different things.
It's 2 different things. It's also, I mean, hang on a second. I have to do the would you steal a car? The pirating ad. 1 second. Would you steal? Remember that?
I forgot about that until you just did that.
Someone did that. Oh, here we go. Piracy is a crime. Holy cow.
I would wake up in the middle of the night to these commercials playing.
Oh, wait. Hang on a second. I have to show the commercial.
It was horrible.
It was so loud. It was so loud.
It would wake you up out of your sleep.
I know.
Piracy.
Why is it so loud? It was so loud. Hang on a second.
I don't even know. Yes.
Films.
That's so random. You wouldn't steal television. Those are not accurate comparisons.
No, they are not accurate comparisons because I can't steal a television from Best Buy, okay? Because they're in cages now.
It's so true.
Yeah, no, this commercial was fucking peak, like, listening to your parents. Yeah, this rocks hard.
The 90s kid. It's like Dare.
Yeah, this was Napster. Like, this was like when Napster was coming out. And
LimeWire.
LimeWire. Yeah, we're just going to leave this as the backdrop. Piracy. It's a crime.
I learned how to LimeWire and like as a kid. Like that was one of the first things I learned how to do on the computer.
You know how I was telling you about like that mutual friend of mine that we both know that I've been telling you about? And their parents would say that the self-checkout line is awful. People are just going to I miss the real clerks. People are just going to steal. And like somebody yeah, and it's like we would be like it's a fucking Uniqlo. Like, Uniqlo's gonna be fine if you steal like 5 t-shirts. Like,
literally.
What the fuck are you talking about? And it's because they didn't think climate change was real either. So I mean they didn't
I need to come live here for a summer.
Yeah, no, seriously. It's so funny that the people that don't believe climate change is real are also the people that insist you have children.
Yes.
And are probably like also like Lindsay Clancy's guilty without a doubt
in the first drawer.
Deserves like because it's just like they're so like they completely lack empathy outside of like their immediate world and vicinity. Anyways, So yeah, no, like this is like totally made for like concerned moms who are like, you can't steal, like, because we were all like teenagers at the time.
I
Like
was
I was
one
a
hell of a drug.
teenager. Oh, you stopped yourself because it was a small. I remember Napster and LimeWire. Me too. Nearly accidentally stole once. Went through a self
I've done that
checkout.
before.
Yeah. I did that too one time. I gave it back. I always like if
She's
I'm at
back.
like, oh Bella,
She just
Bella.
randomly comes.
Yeah, no, the system did fail her, Chance. We agree. We agree with you on
Yes.
that. Oh my God, you guys want to watch Matt Damon being unintentionally hilarious for 9 straight minutes, or would you rather see me punch myself in the face repeatedly? Yeah, right, exactly.
Why?
Why would I want to see that? People are
Oh my
yay,
god,
yeah, yay
Yukon.
dog, not Matt Damon being unintentionally hilarious.
Sorry, my other dog is squeaking a squeaker toy. I don't know if y'all can hear that.
Um
Excessive.
Oh, look at this 60 minutes of blue gray screen. Oh wow. 700 in HD. Get Campbell over here. This is golden. Wow. I wonder how many views this has. 16,000 views. Wow, blue gray 700. This is
Okay.
this is nice. This is what I love about the internet. It's so specific. Like who was like such a big blue 5 day weekends. Okay, that's cool.
Blue
5 days.
gray.
We just have the blue gray YouTube channel up. This is the only video, and they have 16,000 views. This is
How?
because it's blue gray for an hour. It's just an
True.
hour of this, and I guarantee we're not gonna get served an ad because I got YouTube Premium.
Premium. It's one of the things I will pay for.
Me too. I've unsubscribed from every streaming service.
Except YouTube.
Except YouTube because they don't pay me residuals. So I'm just gonna steal their shit. I'm stealing Netflix.
Amen.
I'm stealing Disney. I don't care.
Same.
If you get a good VPN, yeah, no. What do you mean for this, Chance? This is blue gray 700. It's not blue gray 699, okay? That only got 600 views because we all know that blue gray 700 is the most superior blue gray. It is kind of nice.
Superior. I mean, it's relaxing. I like it.
There's no music, there's no sound, there is just blue gray.
Honestly, sometimes I put on like random ass ASMR videos at night just to get my thought process not thinking certain things.
Wait, can you really install an ad blocker, Effed Up Nation, and not have
Yeah.
to pay for?
That's what Campbell does, and he doesn't pay for it.
He doesn't.
Campbell won't pay for shit. He doesn't. He doesn't.
That's because Campbell's a pirate. Like,
He.
hey Campbell, would you steal a car?
Campbell, come here.
Hey Campbell, I got a question.
Yo.
Wait, hang on a second. 1 second. Let me just because this is gonna be. Wait, I have a question for you. Is he here?
Yo.
All right, I have to run. I have a hypothetical for you. It's kind of just like a character test. I want to see if you can watch. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
I heard you don't like to pay for anything, so here's the
I don't.
question.
He won't.
I actually sold accounts like that for a long time.
Well, let me ask you something.
Do you
Would
remember
you
this?
you wouldn't steal a car?
Yeah. Such bullshit.
You wouldn't steal a handbag.
That's like you wouldn't steal TV. Yes, you people like. I don't get that.
You
It's
wouldn't
like
steal a
Kiss or
movie.
Kit or whatever.
Oh, I can't hear you. Stealing films is stealing. Paid for by Miramax, aka Harvey Wine. You're muted. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You gotta go. I can't hear you. No, it was so good. Oh, now I can hear you. TVs are one of the most stolen items in existence before
That's what I'm
NAFTA.
saying. Like, how is that not like that's wild to me that they even had that on the ad. Next to him.
No, you cut out again. Why is that happening?
Sorry, my daughter's friends keep trying to FaceTime her.
Oh, okay. You gotta run.
No, she's not even here.
Oh.
I keep calling.
Oh gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm in a 4th grade group chat, and let me tell you, the drama is lit.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's hilarious. Why did my camera go so far zoomed in now?
I think you might have the auto zoom on.
I do, and it's driving me nuts. Go back.
Got to get back to work. Thank you,
So
Chance.
nice to meet you.
You're the best. Thanks for tuning in always. We appreciate you.
I gotta get
so
off
much.
here soon, anyways.
Me too. I think we're gonna wrap it up. So, listen.
Look at this headshot. Such.
Oh, it takes a village. So one thing you can do, we're gonna sign out here. Party Crashers, we have a lot of exciting guests coming. I'm not gonna tell you who. We do have a lot of exciting guests.
We actually know cool people.
We know a lot of cool
We
people.
do. I'm always surprised at how many connections we have for who we are.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why we're called Party Crashers, because we have been in places with people that are actually also just like pretty normal, chill people.
Yeah.
Just like other normal chill
It's so
people.
nice. And that's really honestly my biggest hope is that through all of this BS, I've found a community that actually feels like family for once in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So if that comes out of this, then I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll hold on to that.
It's one of the few positive externalities of this entire scenario.
It really is.
But you know, we're lucky that we even have the opportunity to have positive externalities.
Yeah,
but,
that part. If I didn't, I would be in a psych ward myself.
Same. So yeah, we have some very exciting guests coming. Obviously, if you don't share the stream with one person who you know watches this kind of thing, we're trying to spend as little time on Instagram as we have to, because it's
exhausting.
It's totally exhausting, and we can just tell that like Mark Zuckerberg really hates pro-democracy people. Yeah, so share the stream.
Yeah.
Remember,
Nation. I love that quote.
The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. It means the family who choose you are better than the family you're born into. Hell yeah.
Most chosen family is you. They have to show up and choose you. It's not forced.
That's why Effed Up Nation is getting the robot ejaculate vape.
The drawing today. That's
yes,
incredible.
You're getting the drawing. I'm working on it. Effed Up. You got to come back tomorrow. You are cool people, and you're cool people. You all are great people. Just remember everything. No matter what you do to live, thrive, or survive, you cannot do it alone. And everybody needs somebody to love. Like the Blues Brothers said. Remember, you are enough. We can take everything that's happening in this world right now and we can use it as a excuse to destroy or a reason to create. Be curious, not judgmental. Be interested, not interesting.
Just throw it.
Ask questions, don't make declarative statements. Go make friends. Go do something good for somebody else. It'll make you feel better. We love you all. We will see you tomorrow. Share this with a friend.
Love you guys.
I'm going to be back tomorrow, 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, 4 o'clock Eastern. You know what it is. Chicken nuggies, W effed up. Dang right. Y'all take care now.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you.